back to my channel. I'm Urmila Prabhu, founder of How to Develop a Winning Mindset for Young Professionals. Today I'm going to share a very interesting story, and at the end of the story I'm going to share very valuable tips on how to develop a winning mindset. And wait till the end and do let me know whether these tips are really valuable, and after implementation do let me know the success rate of the steps. Year 1924, venue Almanac Hotel in New York. The great grand chess master Alexander Alekhine was all set to play a special game. How special? A special blindfold chess game where he would play simultaneously against 26 versatile chess players. And how does this happen? Alexander Alekhine sits in one part of the room. It's been curtained and 26 players are sitting at the other side of the room, and in between them there was a designated attendant who would take a piece of paper whereby he would write the move of every player on that piece of paper and hand it over to Alekhine. Alekhine would look at the paper, study the paper, and write 26 moves on the sheet of paper. Hand it over to the runner. This particular boy would run and go to all the players. Alexander Alekhine made no notes, had no references. Everything was in his mind. And in this way, the play or the tournament continued uninterrupted for 12 hours, except for a very short break that was only for dinner. And lo and behold, the result of the game was absolutely unbelievable. Alekhine won 16 games, lost 5, and draw 5 games. People wouldn't believe it, that this kind of game can be played. The players, the 16 players themselves couldn't believe that 16 of us played this match against only one person. This was the talk of not the town, but a global phenomena. Now the question is, how could one human being keep 16 chessboards in his brain, 832 pieces in his brain, and 1664 pieces in his brain? Just not this. After every move, Alexander Alekhine had to move the permutation and combination of every chessboard. Is it humanly possible is the question that comes. The answer itself lies in the question. If Alexander Alekhine could do it, this means you and I also could do it. The next question, or the question that follows, is how can we achieve this? Answer is simple. Alexander Alekhine loved playing chess. The day would begin by playing a chess. But his mother said, now is the time to go to school. Bring a stop to the chess. He was so engrossed in playing chess that he found it very difficult to disassociate himself from an interesting permutation combination that he was playing on the chess. But he had no choice. So he would pack the chessboard and take it with him to the school. He would open the chessboard and continue playing the chess. Like how all schools were, his school also said, no getting the chessboards to the school and no playing chess when you are attending a class which is Russia or math or science. There came the disappointment. But soon he found a way. He visualized the move on the chessboard in his brain. And as he would walk from his house to the school, he played the chess in his brain. He moved the pawns, he moved all the pieces. And when teacher was teaching the subject, Alexander would be there paying attention to the class, but his brain busy playing the chess. And soon he mastered this kind of playing a chess without a physical chessboard or physical moving of the pieces. He knew this is a success story for me. And when he would participate in chess tournaments, he really didn't need a physical chessboard or a physical opponent sitting in front of him. He would play all the moves in his mind. He soon mastered to an extent that he could play just not with one opponent, but he could play with two opponents, then three, then four. And he became a super success story in Russia, whereby he could play with multiple opponents. And he started encashing them. Soon he started playing multiple games day after day. To his bad luck, the World War I struck. He said he couldn't continue playing in Russia. He went to France and other European countries. In fact, he was arrested in Germany because he was playing blindfold chess in Germany. He was arrested, he was put behind the bars. But Alexander Alekhine continued playing blind chess in his brain, in his mind. As soon as he was released along with other chess players who were put behind the bars along with him, he emigrated to France and he started his show saying that, see how I could play chess with multiple chess players, and he became the talk of the town in entire France. He represented France in many tournaments and he became a grand master, just not with one player but with multiple players. Why am I narrating this story? And what can we learn from this story? A. Like Alexander Alekhine, when school said no, when country said no, when everyone said it's not possible, he overcame his physical constraint. He started playing in his mind. This means the game, whether chess or life, is here. You make a right move in your mind. Once you overcome your mental block, it's very easy to overcome the physical block. Second, practice, practice, practice. If you practice to an extent that you master your skill, you master your topic, you master your subject, you master your concept, knowledge becomes power. Creativity becomes your fuel. Innovation your energy. And combination of knowledge, creativity, innovation is a deadly combination. No one can defeat you. Or in other words, you become invincible in your game. And that's what we want to be. Because what is today becomes outdated tomorrow. So if you go on fueling and refueling, if you go on sharpening your skill, you are really unconquerable. And once you have this, the very edifice is humility. Alexander Alekhine was quite humble. Even though he was unconquerable, invincible. In fact, he was a grand master for more than 1 decade or nearly 2 decades, except for tiny intervals. He was quite humble enough to accept that, yes, I am a grand master, but there is so much to learn. And he didn't stop learning. So wherever, at whatever stage you are at, keep on learning. There is always little more to learn in whatever field you are in. If you follow all these points, let me tell you, absolutely on a winning streak. If you are on a winning streak, it is said, success has many fathers, or success begets success. You will have a success streak. If you are on a winning streak and a success streak, let me tell you, the world is at your feet, and who doesn't want to be a queen or a king or a master in one's own field? Soon you will become a thought leader. And doesn't it sound so good? Doesn't it sound that yes, you want it too? Why don't you try these tips? And do let me know about it. Maybe after a week. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I'm waiting for it. Thank you.